Hi, this is Michael from MVR Music Lessons. This is my second electric guitar lesson, and we're going to learn a song today. Now, before we get into that, in case you don't know how to set up your amp, I'm not really going to go over it, but I'll kind of like verbally tell you how to work on it. In a later video I'll be more detailed about it, but just to get you started so we can kind of play a song in case you're not sure how to set up the amp. Well, you have it plugged in, you turn it on. Now, before you turn it on, you might want to turn everything down just in case, especially if you got it used or something like that. You want to turn everything down, and you turn it on. You need a cable, plug one into your guitar. You should find, some amps have like a headphone thing. You don't want to plug it into there. Look for where it says input or guitar in or something like that, and you plug it in there, and hopefully you figured that out, but in case you didn't, that's what you're supposed to do. Now, what you want to do is, if you have something that says treble, mids, bass, or something like that, or high, low, mid, anything that looks kind of like that, put them all around in the middle, or if it's on like 0 to 10, put it about 5, something like that. You could put it between 5 and 7, anywhere around there, but just put them all in the same general area for right now. Until we talk about more what that does, just leave them all about the same. It'll give a better sound. And once you have that on, if you want distortion, we could put on distortion, I guess. I don't know. That's up to you. It might say distortion. It'll probably say gain. Now, if you have pre-gain and post-gain, the pre-gain is what's going to make it sound distorted, but the post-gain just kind of like increases the overall volume at the end almost. So if you want distortion, use the pre-gain. If you don't have pre-gain, post-gain, if it just says gain, just use that. Now, if for some reason your amp doesn't have any gain, or doesn't have distortion or overdrive, something like that, then you might have to get a pedal of some kind to have distortion. But I don't know. If you have any questions, just email me or write something in the comments or message me, anything like that. But yeah, let's go ahead and get into it, because I've talked a lot about the amp now. Oh yeah, and once you do all that, just slowly turn up the master volume or whatever it says while you're playing guitar. Just play some strings and turn it up. Do it really slowly, because some amps can get pretty loud really fast. Mine does that. Like, it'll be on 1, and if you have some settings like a certain way, it'll be really loud. So, anyways, let's go ahead and get to the guitar. Yeah, we can go with that. That's okay. That would sound pretty cool with distortion. So what you want to do is you'll play the low string, and you're going to use 1st fret and 3rd fret. Now when I say frets, I mean these little bars right here. And behind it is where you want to play, just right behind it. So if you're playing right behind that first little bar, you're playing on the 1st fret. Now the 2nd fret would be right there, 3rd fret here. The 3rd fret usually has a dot. Some guitars won't have dots. Some will. They're called fret markers. Some might even have them right here. Mine is pretty standard, except they're all the way at the top. That's the only thing weird about this guitar. Most of the time they'll be in the middle. But for right now, you just need to know kind of where the 1st and 3rd fret are, because that's the song I just kind of came up with. So you can use your pinky to hit the 3rd fret, or your ring finger. I would suggest trying to get used to your pinky, because even though in this position you would use your pinky for the 4th fret, you want to get used to using your pinky, because a lot of players don't use their pinky, and sometimes I even don't. But it's a really good habit to get into, because your pinky is actually pretty useful. So try hitting that with your pinky just for some good practice, and that'll help build up your pinky muscles. Yeah, whatever. So the rhythm was kind of doom 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 So if you can kind of get that in your head, you might be able to just play that right now. So all I'm doing is just going up from 0, 1 to 3, and then back down to 1 and then 0. And then back up to the 1. And then I start over. And then you can just end it by letting that last open string just ring out. And that's pretty much it for your first song. I'll get better stuff later, and I'll kind of plan ahead and make something, but I just figured I'd kind of tell you guys about the amp stuff in this video, talk a little bit about the frets, because that's kind of important for later lessons. But yeah, that's just something basic you could start playing if you wanted to be able to play something on guitar. You know, you just got your guitar, you want to play stuff on it, you don't want to learn about frets and how to tune it. I mean, when I first got my guitar, the first thing I did was start playing it, so. Of course, I wasn't, like, being amazing. I sounded horrible, but I played it, so. I thought I'd teach you guys a little song so you can get started. Now, that's it for this video. I'm not sure what I'll do in the next one just yet, but go ahead and check it out, and I'll let you know. We might learn another song. I might talk a little bit more about maybe the amp, or how to play on other strings, and maybe get into some alternate picking. This all won't be in the next lesson, but these are coming up. So make sure you check those out, and check out my website, mvrmusiclessons.webs.com. Yeah, I've got plenty of other lessons on there for other instruments. I'm adding more all the time. And I have music theory lessons that will really help you out. I keep talking about those. Really, check them out. Even if you just watch the first few, you'll already understand more than most guitar players out there. You can check out the acoustic guitar. I mean, I'll talk about some stuff there I won't talk about here, and vice versa. So it's up to you, but please go to the website, check out some stuff. I'll see you in the next video.